Hello and welcome to My Secret Math Tutor. In this video we want to evaluate a function using our TI-83 or 84 calculator. Now when I say evaluate the function, we basically have some sort of function like this, and we want to see what it equals when I use some different inputs. So what I'm going to use in this example is basically an input of 3, a 1/2, and 2.73. So I want to find out, what does this equal if I use that for x. Now the way we're going to do this in our calculator is that we're actually going to store this function into the calculator and feed it the inputs one at a time. Now this will ensure that I don't necessarily have to type in the function over and over again, so even if I had more of these I could still do them fairly easily. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our calculators and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So the first thing I need to do is get this function stored into the calculator. And I can do that under my y equals screen. So press your y equals button and let's enter in that function. So 20.18x squared minus 33.43x plus 45.77. There we go. So that basically just stores it into the calculator. Go ahead and press second quit to return to your home screen. Now that it's stored in there all safe and sound, we want to start feeding it these inputs one at a time. So to have it work with this function that we stored in there, I'm going to go to my variables menu. So VARS is where I want to go. Press that button. And we stored that function as y1, so I want to go to my y variables. If I press my right arrow button over, I can get to my y variables. And I want to select the first option here, function. Now this will basically give me access to all of my functions that I can store in there, y1, y2, all the way up to I think y9. Right now I only have something stored into y1, so it's selected. Let's press enter. Now that puts it on the screen. Now to actually have it evaluated at an input of 3, I'm going to use my parentheses, 3, close parentheses. So that's telling the calculator to feed the input of 3 into that function I have stored into y1. Alright, let's press enter and see what it gives us. See, that didn't take too long at all, did it? So 127.1 is what it evaluates to. Alright? Now you can see that if I want to do this for 1/2, there's very little work I have to do. It already has the function stored in there. So I'm just going to go to my variables button, select my y variables. Option 1 is function. Select my y1. And this time inside my parentheses, I'll put 1 divided by 2 to take care of that 1/2. Okay, press enter, and this one is 34.1. Alright, so that's the right idea. Let's do this one more time. Variables, arrow over to your y variables, and number 1 for functions. And since it's stored into y1, press y1. This time feed it 2.73 and let's see what we get. Let's see, 104.9-ish. There we go. So you can do this with a lot of other functions as well, and it's a handy way to keep them all nice and safe and just basically feed them inputs as you go. If you'd like to see some more videos, please visit mysecretmathtutor.com.